Hannibal here. Watch these cute cats and dogs while we chat for a bit. A few weeks ago, I released this video on Rover. This is how I make the majority of my money. You can make a nice amount of money taking care of cats and dogs in their owner's home or your home. In the year 2020, $103.6 billion was spent on our pets. In the US, the average pet owner spends $111 each month on their animal. Don't you want some of that money? Of course you do. People love their pets more than other human beings. So if you're looking for another income stream, this is the most solid way of doing so. Shout out to Brandy, she made a couple of videos based on her experience with the Rover app. The link of her videos will be in the description below. When I posted my first Rover video a couple of weeks back, I wasn't sure how it was going to go because it wasn't about DoorDash or Para. So the views weren't as important as many of the positive responses I received about the video. I had a ton of comments and DMs asking for more information. Also, I told you guys in that video, if I got 100 likes, I'll post another video. And I'm gonna see how well this video does. If I get 100 likes, I will make a more in-depth video. Promise kept. We are going to break down how to get your Rover profile set up so you can land your first client. You're going to take a look at my profile and see exactly what I say and what I have on my profile to attract clients. This is going to be an avalanche of tips so you can use to make that really nice profile to separate yourself from the competition. And if you guys enjoyed this video, drop a like, and at 150 likes, I'll drop another Rover video. So I know what you're thinking. Why should you listen to me? Come on, because we're friends. We go way back. What, about 7 months? Actually, I've been working with dogs and cats for over 10 years. I started working at a no-kill shelter in Queens called Animal Haven. That was my very first job taking care of animals. A few years later, I started to work at a dog boarding facility in Manhattan. Then after that, I spent nearly 10 years at another dog boarding facility in Brooklyn. I went from a team member to a manager, training, hiring, firing people. Look how cute I looked back then. On Rover, I started in 2018. I have over 158 5-star ratings with 64 repeat clients. I also have many private clients coming from the people in the neighborhood. They see me walking all types of dogs, and they come to me asking for my services. That sounded kind of weird. Last month, I took care of a dog from a dude that lived directly across the street from me. You can find a lot of clients because everyone has dogs. Everyone has dogs and cats. Rover gives you the ability to run your own dog care business from the crib, where you can set your own prices of the services you provide. No $3 offers are here. But before you sign up, make sure you actually love dogs and cats. You have to be an animal person. This isn't a quick money grab. You can't be afraid of dogs. You have to enjoy getting down and dirty because dogs can be gross. And you have to have a lot of patience because dogs will test you. They behave like knuckleheads sometimes. And the owners of these cats and dogs can be a bit weird, to say the least. Your customer service skills must be top notch. It is your job to make the client feel comfortable enough for them to leave their prized pet in your care. So there's your warning. If you're still interested, go on and sign up. I'll have the link in the description below. Put it in, fill out your information, and you'll be good to go. Once you pass the background check and they find out that you're not a serial murderer, you should be good to go. Okay, let's get into it. Let's head to my computer and I can show you how to create a great profile to land your first Rover client. Let's do it. All right, now we're at the computer. So we're looking at the Rover website and my profile. This is where you see your dashboard, all the information that you need to see what's going on with your availability, what kind of clients you have, what's going on, communicating with clients, seeing exactly what's going on. The idea that you want a good profile to attract clients because you are competing with other sitters. So you just click search sitters right now. You're competing against people that's on the first page of the search list. So when someone's looking for a dog to take care of, they're going to be, it may be on the first of the list. Yeah, you see me, I'm actually on the first page as well. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean if you're not on the first page, you won't get clients. We can only take so many dogs. So once your first page gets a few dogs, they're out. And then it goes down to the next page and next page and next page. You don't necessarily need to be on the first page, but you see what's going on. And it's always a good idea to check out who's around your area. And you also has a map of the area of where each sitter resides. When someone is looking for a sitter, they will probably go with someone that's close, but also it has to have the kind of profile and the kind of accommodations that they're looking for. Let's go to the profile. If you want to have a good profile, it's all about being as professional as possible. So this is me. Carla is my wife. I just put her name in there so they have an idea that I am not just by myself, obviously. I am doing the majority of the work. Clearly these pictures were taken a while ago, but in terms of having a really good Rover profile, you're going to have to make sure that your rates are at least following what's going on with the rest of the search results. When you first start, you may not be able to charge $100 a night, right? Probably not a good idea. You want to try to figure out how to put yourself in a marketplace where you're not so expensive no one's going to talk to you, but also you don't want to be so cheap or you're getting the worst clients, because cheap clients are always the worst clients. But how do you develop a good Rover profile? Well, a lot of it is what you say in the profile. When someone looks at your profile, it's important to be as professional as possible. You want to be able to write a profile that makes sense, that you have correct grammar, that you're not just writing crap, that you are not misspelling things, because this is a profession. This is a dog boarding, dog walking business. When you write things, you want to make sure that you actually know what you're talking about, and you want to be, again, as professional as possible. This is my thing. I'm not going to read the entire thing. I say my motto is that my responsibility is to make sure that each dog under my care is happy and safe. Every day I am with your pup. I keep that motto at the forefront of my mind. I know how important dogs are to our lives, so it's my duty to make sure that your pup gets to experience the same kind of love and care that they're used to at home. So, you know, blah, 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 blah. But what you really want to do is try to be as professional and you know, try to be a little cutesy. A lot of people like that cutesy talk. I'm not a big fan of it, but I know it works well. You want to make sure that you're putting a lot of effort, because this is sales. This is a sales letter. This is a letter showing to the client, hey, read this. I know what I'm doing, and I really, really care, and I'm not going to kill your dog. They want the dog to return the same way they left them. You really want to make sure that you are putting the correct language. You want to be really positive. You want to reassure the person that they leave their dog with you, that you're going to do the best job possible for that client. Now, in terms of the pictures, you want to be a clean environment. You don't want to have trash. It's not going to be a trap house. This doesn't look like a trap house. Pick up after yourself. When you take pictures, you want to have really good pictures showing the potential client where you live and that you're not a lazy slob. Now, you want to have a lot of dog pictures. You want to have pictures playing with dogs. Now you say, hey, I don't have those kind of pictures because I may just started, I may not have experience. One of the best things you can do is your friends. Everyone knows someone with dogs. Get every friend that you have with a dog. Go over to their house or let them come to you. Take pictures with them. That's all you need. You just need a lot of pictures of you with different type of dogs, and that helps the client feel better that, hey, this person's around a lot of dogs. That's the easy hack way, right? Back in the day, what you could have done, and I don't know how it is with COVID and everything, that you would go and you can volunteer at a dog shelter to walk dogs. Because a lot of dog shelters have a lot of dogs that are just not able to get the kind of exercise that they deserve. So if you go there and you say, hey, I'd like to walk a few dogs on the weekends, they'll be more than glad to let you walk the dogs. And doing that, you can get some pictures of the dogs. When you first start, what Rover asks you to do is send basically a email blast or a text blast and tell your friends and family to write things, recommendations about you as a dog sitter, as a person. When a potential client comes to you and you have no clients yet, then you have people vouching for your character, basically. It's kind of like a character thing. You definitely want to do that. That's very, very important. You may think it doesn't matter. It does. Get your friends and family to write something about you that shows that you really care about dogs, especially first starting out. When I first started out with Rover, it took probably I would say about a month before you get your first client, your first person that really trusts you with their dog. It may take a while when you first start. It may take a while, but it's important to, again, this is a dog business, so you're going to have to go out there and tell people, hey, I take care of dogs. You're going to have to put the effort out there to get the client. But once you get a few clients and you start getting some good reviews, you will get more and more work. Again, you can see you have a calendar. You can block out times where you don't have to do anything. Like you see me, I'm pretty much busy throughout the entire next couple of days. Very busy actually. Now, as a Rover sitter, you have ability to have different types of jobs you can do within Rover. You can board. Boarding means taking care of a dog in your home. House sitting, you actually go to the person's house and spend the night. I don't usually do that because I feel like that you're basically spending all your time with one dog and you're not making a lot of money compared to boarding where you can board multiple dogs. House sitting, you basically are just sitting in that house for the day with one animal. I don't see that as a lot of money, but some people like it. I personally do not. Drop-in visits. Drop-in visits where you go in, you spend half an hour, you either feed the cat, clean up the litter, pet them a little bit, stuff like that. Doggy daycare, that's what it says. You spend a day with a dog. Majority of the time, it's in your home. And dog walking, as you already know, dog walking. In each service, you can change the amount of money. You can change the rates. You can go as high as you want. You can add additional rates. You can, and also, you put in information. Are you home full-time? I am. How frequently can you provide party breaks? Try to be as honest as you can. I say 6 dogs in my home. That is an extreme example. That usually happens during holidays. I do have a really big apartment, but at the same time, I don't usually have that many dogs. I just usually put that there. And usually when I have maybe 2 or 3 and I think, hey, I'm pretty much done. But in holidays where I have a lot more time and space, I also have a backyard. It can be a little tight when you have that many dogs in your house. I don't have any problems with these sizes, but you need to be really honest with yourself. If you cannot handle large dogs, do not put large dogs or giant dogs. Don't do it. You don't like cats? Don't put cats. I say no yard, but I do have a backyard. It's in the building, so I don't necessarily say it's a yard. It's more of a back alley. But we have grass and stuff, or fake grass out there. You can change cancellation policies. You can do all types of things. You have a lot of control of the business of taking care of dogs. But what you want to do when you first start out is set realistic expectations. And also, it's okay to say no. You don't have to accept every dog. We go into inbox. This is where you communicate with clients to set up meet and greets and communicate during the stay. So this is upcoming stays. It's all chats. They have all the information here. I talk to them, they talk to me. We set things up. Every time you finish a past stay, you get to review the stay. We're going back to the beginning just to try to wrap it up and have it all make sense. You want to have a professional profile. You want to try to get basically like a attention grabbing subject line. I say exercise, hugs, and treats. You want to try to do the cutesy stuff. What you should do is look at really successful Rover sitters in your area. All you gotta do is click search sitters, see what they're saying, and kind of tweak it a little bit and try to make it your own. You want to put a lot of effort into this profile. You really want to make sure that you're putting in the effort to really show people that, hey, if you leave your animal with me, the dog's gonna be safe, happy, and healthy. Like, you want to try to put that there. Also, don't put things that you do not know what to do. So if you haven't done first aid and CPR for a dog, don't put that in there. Be as honest as possible. And what you should do, what you could do, is try to learn a lot about those things as you work, but because you don't want to deal with a dog that has a lot of medical issues and need medication that you're not comfortable doing. You want to deal with healthy dogs, then deal with healthy dogs. That's not a problem. And I put this in here as well. What I think they have this in here. What does Hannibal and Carla would like to know about your pet? Would you like to schedule a meet and greet? What's your preferred method of communication? Does your pet have any health issues, allergies, behavioral triggers? You want to get a lot of information off the bat before you bring this dog to your house to take care of them. When you really put a lot of effort in the profile, you will get a lot of clients. And you can get a lot of clients very quickly. And again, don't hesitate to, after you finish with a stay, to ask for a review. Because when you get a lot of reviews, you start stacking up the reviews, you will get more clients. So the hardest part is getting the first client, getting that first one. And when you get that first one, and you do a really good job, you get the first good review, and you just keep going and keep going. Still like I was just rambling for a while, but I hope you guys have at least a good idea of how to start and how to set up a really good Rover profile. So there you have it. Any questions, please check out the description below for my email and Instagram. If you're still interested, send a message and I'll gladly help you guys out. If you want me to check out your profile for my thoughts, I'll be more than happy to assist. And we'll see how well this video goes. This time I'm looking for 150 likes. If we can get 150 likes, I'll make another video on how to handle your interactions with clients, on what to say and what not to say during the meet and greets, how to screen clients so you avoid dealing with the annoying client with the annoying dog. That just makes the job much more difficult. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.